Okay. Hi, Tommy.
How's it going? Another day here.
Another
Day
day.
after Election Day.
Yeah.
Blue Wednesday.
Will we ever have again like a Red Wednesday? But I don't care what.
Well, you know what they say.
Get the
better
right
red
people than
than
dead.
You know who said that? There's a lot of people that are no longer with us.
That's true. They're dead.
I got a bit of a cold, so bear with me.
Oh God.
I want to make one correction quick. It was pointed out to me from a caller from the old neighborhood that we lost Edward Wallowik. It wasn't Jerome, and I was wrong. I saw that earlier in the morning on something, and it was Edward Wallowik who passed away. And my apologies to the family, but still thoughts and prayers go out.
That's all right, Tom. Nobody watched it last week. 25 viewers. Again, very disgusted.
I'm wondering how many of those viewers too are like doubles too. So
They could. Maybe we're getting like 10, 12.
I know some of the younger ladies like to watch a couple times, so that's down to 12.
Yeah, they're excited. Yeah. Well, this is for my my son's ex-girlfriend. I have 2 words for her. Ready? Animal magnetism.
There you go.
She asked me why everybody kind of is drawn to me, and I said it's animal magnetism.
Yes,
But
definitely.
then she laughs at me when I said it, so she knows it's not true.
And I've said it quite a few times, not only in public but on the show. This is the remnants of a once proud civilization.
It was, yeah. So I want to start off with some, not really political, but geographical. 3 mothers and 6 children blown off the street by like a handheld rocket launcher by the cartel in Mexico. So I'm going to make this very clear, okay? For all my friends and colleagues over the years that told me, let's go to Cancun, let's go here, let's go there. Cabo. Where you can't leave. Don't go 3 foot off the resort or you could be killed. Here's what I got to say now. F Mexico. It's a shithole and I will never go there my entire life. And I have no desire to go to that hellhole.
Mexico.
Mexico.
There's not only Mexico, but there's a lot of scary places in the world today, especially being Americans.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of great places to see right here in the
Right
U.S.
here in the good old US of A.
And all right.
There
are some very safe places too. I don't want to kill the tourist industry, but be careful if you got any vacations planned for Mexico.
Yeah, I'm not going. Sorry. The Gulf of Mexico, you can go down to Florida, Texas, New Orleans. You can see the beautiful Gulf. You don't have to go to that hellhole.
Right.
Because you get, an all-inclusive vacation. Guess what?
You can't have the ice cubes. Believe me, I'm living proof.
Exactly. Do not even have an ice cube. But forget all that. Don't go 3 feet off the resort. You'll be shot by the cartel. It's enough. It's a shithole. Let's move forward.
One of the things that irks me too, listening to a lot of these commercials and stuff you hear on the airway, and I don't listen to the Yellow Pages anymore, but you hear this tax thing, you fall behind. I'm not going to name the name, but my friend John fell behind $8,000 with his taxes, and blah 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 got him down to 50. Why don't you just pay your taxes that you owe?
What about us? We pay ours, right?
And I know 45 there. Why don't you just admit it? You haven't paid your taxes, Don, because I know he's our president and all that, but he hasn't shown it. There's always another excuse. Just show us that you haven't paid it and stop the ball.
Stop the crap.
Because
we know
if it was Bernie Sanders or one of those lunatics,
He'd be screaming.
the other way around.
Yeah, you'd be screaming.
So I think we cleared up some of that. How'd you do in trick or treat?
We got about 10 kids in the monsoon.
We had quite a few here. They braved the weather and the winds, and of course I was double checking that candy, those little Kit Kats. Caliente.
I kind of like the Butterfingers.
Those are good too.
It's a little off.
A little messier though.
They got that nougat. It's a little bit off the side, but it's pretty good. In fact, I just had one at shout out to Pete DiGiacomo. Just had one at his house.
Yeah, Pete. And Pete, by the way, didn't want to. I failed to mention your dad last week when I said about dads that I learned a lot from, and my God, yes. But I did say in that show that I'm sure I'm missing somebody. So
I learned the correct pronunciation of Batavia. Batavia.
That's exactly correct.
Yeah. So.
Learned a lot there. Center when we used to visit there. Anyways, Bills, should we start?
Yeah, a couple pet peeves. A little chilly one last week. Kind of windy again, but not too bad. You and I have talked about this for I think since the beginning of football. Today it's written by Jay Skursky in the morning paper.
Well, then it must be true.
It must be true. Or he watched our show.
Although Jay does have a beautiful wife, but that's shame on me for that.
Raw. Anyway, the issue is that they line up at first and goal on the foot line because, of course, our tight end couldn't get in. His ass went down. Okay? And everybody's going to get on the fact that it was, Gore couldn't get it in. I'm going to get on the fact that you don't put 20 huge human beings in a 5-yard area. You got a goddamn wall set up there. Get rid of the pig package. Go 3 wide and get a running lane.
It mixed it up a little bit too, and you also have a 5'9" back, and he's not only got to get in there behind the fullback and his 5 guys, but all of their guys, and then you got to count on Stripes coming in that humanity.
Yeah.
And giving you a mark. But one thing about Dawson Knox falling down there on the goal line, and he wasn't in.
Right.
But if that's midfield, the ball's probably on the 49. I mean, the goal line for some reason.
Yeah, it's crazy. But it
just because Alpha Centauri, the line goes all the way there.
It's true. You keep saying it, Alpha Centauri. But anyway, the pig package has got to go. Stop sleeping in your office. Stop eating breakfast bars at 4 a.m. Go to Freak Home. Make love to your wife. And get rid of the pig package.
Well, and again, I'm not going to nail the play calling, but it is irking when you get up there.
Mine's more formation.
Keep it simple.
Play call.
Get up to the line and let Josh Allen squeeze away through or whatever. And
there's a guy named Tom Brady. He seems to do it, and it's interesting. When he does it, it's not with 3 tight ends. Yeah, it's with 3 wide receivers.
But he also gets up to the line usually quick and doesn't let everybody sack.
And he burrows.
and stuff. But... in the days of fullbacks here in Buffalo, for example, we had Jimmy Braxton and Jamie Mueller, and I know I'm going to get mail on somebody I'm missing, but Sam Gash. Now, there's a guy that cleared a hole.
Sam's Gash. Yeah.
He cleared a hole out for you, and DeMarco isn't that type of blocker.
No, he really isn't.
And I really wish that...
It's a lot of money for nothing.
They ended up getting the touchdown there, but it came back to bit him earlier in the game at that, and then... I think later in the game they actually did go more of a spread and handed off to Singletary who scored.
Yeah.
But it helps your linemen too because it gives different looks.
Yeah, you can't have a massive humanity like a wall on the foot line.
And it's nothing against you. It's not a sign of manhood or who's stronger than who. No. Those guys up front are very strong and
just too much.
So are the guys against them.
Yeah.
And do yourself a favor and split it up. And like you said, get a little rest. It's just like the week before. You run for 14 and 2 plays, and then you empty backfield. I don't understand it. I know there's all this analytics, and we'll get into analytics on the other team a little later. But
got some mail this week. Very unhappy that we haven't done the Karnak segment yet.
Oh, we did get. Well, we're working on that, and look for that. I think the next viewing.
People are saying it's about time, and you said it last 3 times.
Yep, Karnak is going to come in.
So very upset.
Well, we also got some stuff from the office saying that it could be some, racial tones in there too. And by the way, that means nothing against that at all. There's just.
So you can't. Well, maybe we do it without the turban.
No, we're going to do the gig. We got to have the gig.
Yeah.
Because it brings me the available bill. It helps me clear my mind to actually get the situation right.
Gig's a gig.
Look for the next show. We'll have that down for sure.
All right, that sounds good. What else on the Bills?
Not much. Go to Cleveland. A little miff that we're, as I said the other day, we're underdogs. But as you said, betting line and analytically, we're not a real good 6-2. But whatever. I hope the Bills take note of that and circle the wagons. And I think Josh Allen's gonna he's gonna have a lot to prove here because he's caught a lot of crap with Baker Mayfield and stuff. And this is a nice head-to-head showing for them. And it'll be an interesting. I think it's gonna be a very interesting game.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be tight.
Definitely tight.
I have a feeling that Josh is gonna break out on the road here. I don't know why. We'll see. To me right now, I'm getting a sense that we're a little serious today. Well,
yes, we are.
Yeah.
Well, I don't feel 100%.
Last time you had a costume on and you had
right. It was
Woodrow
got a lot of compliments on the Wilson and the outfit I wore. We'll bring that back again.
From the 12 viewers.
Yeah.
Double time.
4 of them. I loved it.
It's all statistics, man.
Yeah, statistics. But we're still going to keep doing it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're having
You can
fun.
turn on that barstool stuff in here, motherfuck every other guy's lips, but you get if you really listen to what we're saying, you're getting it straight on. I mean, we're saying what we're saying.
See this? The hip, straight
right.
from the hip.
That's right.
Last night I had my Sabres season ticket hack from last year they gave me. It says STH season ticket holder. Guess what? You don't have to add much. You don't have. You add an F in there. We got straight from the hip.
We're going to start another feature today called the Hip Pointer.
Okay.
And we're going to point out something that was in the paper recently about analytics. I'm going to jump to our Sabres for a second.
Sure.
And analytically and Corsi-wise and stuff, it says that the Larson line is one of the best in the league, which means it's obviously the best on our team.
HVOC. What's that? HVAC?
But isn't that the air conditioning system?
I thought so. That's AC. Sorry. But yeah, something I don't even know what that is. HVOC or whatever it is. They said they were the fourth best line in hockey.
Okay, well,
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
And Eichel was like, I don't know, like 30th.
I think to quote Stalin, there's lies, and then damn statistics.
That's right. Was it Stalin? No.
Wasn't I thought it was Stalin.
Wasn't it the Brit?
Churchill?
Yeah.
Maybe it was Churchill.
Maybe it was. Could it have been mein Führer?
No, I don't think it was him because he said that's the fucking mistake.
The thing I
He doesn't remember what he said 2 minutes earlier. So you're right. Maybe it was Churchill,
might have
but it's just. I mean, come on. We were at the Arizona game. We watched the Islander game. The line can't score.
Oh, I got, just so you know. So I saw that. Sent out a tweet and got ripped by the Twitter community. That I don't know what I'm talking about. That, yeah, we know they're not blessed with scoring. However, they're one of the best lines in hockey. Well, those two are not mutually exclusive. You're not a great line in hockey if you can't even get one off your butt.
I got a call the other day from a guy from Fargo, North Dakota, and he was calling about the. I didn't realize the poverty out there with some of the Roman Catholic priests and nuns and stuff out there. But we talked.
Indigenous, a lot of indigenous.
And a lot of indigenous, and we got into talking, and then he brought up the fact about the Corsi numbers and stuff, and I said, yeah, you're out of your mind. I mean, what would you rather have? Would you rather have that line playing the whole game? The bottom line, and like I said to this gentleman,
Eyeball.
I said,
Do you want 4 Larson lines or 4 Eichel lines?
he said, they're really playing well, though. And I said, please describe and define
Well. Could he?
No, he had to go. There was a whole room full of those guys, too. But
Really?
anyways, do you
Was
want a
Geronimo there?
magazine? Because I kind of said I'd sell magazines for these people. We'll talk off the show about that.
People don't read those anymore. I got a tablet. I read my
Oh,
stuff.
really?
Yeah.
I still get the magazines.
Electronic, yeah, wow.
Anyways, no, that was it. It's just the eyeball and stuff. And people say, well, they're really playing well, though. You have to score to win.
Yes.
And
Like, take the Islander game, right? We got the new no-neck Barry Trotz. He's the new New Jersey Devils. They get 5 guys semicircle around the net holding their balls and, block shots.
Well, here's
it's a
what
disgusting brand of
what-
hockey.
what-
I know they've won 10 or 11 in a row. God bless the state of the NHL where you win 1-0.
well, why don't teams just do the same thing? Remember a few years ago, just before regulation, and the two teams just sat and looked at each other because they both needed a point?
Yeah,
Why don't we just do that?
do that.
You
Let's
know-
not even play.
Let's forget. Let's not let the skilled players play.
We're going to be back soccer on ice very soon.
Right.
No, it was terrible. And, basically there was a quote from Johansson last week after that 1-0 loss, which was our last game because we're over in Sweden.
Yes,
Santa
yeah, Stockholm.
Sweden. And then the Sweden. But anyway, he said that his quote was, we're 1-3-1, but we've been playing some really good teams. Well, that tells me then that we're really not a good team, right? So, and that's okay. We're at a stage we're trying to get to. But what my point was on Twitter was we got, and obviously getting a little crazy here, but we got 100 NHL-ready defensemen, and we got nobody on a second line who can put one in on the right wing.
Right.
What are we doing? We've got to make a deal
This team
and get a forward.
This team is so close.
Yep.
I really think they're close. We need a little more oomph up front.
A little more oomph.
If you listen to Darren Drager, apparently that's what they've been looking for, top 6 and a bottom 6.
Yeah.
And we do have some depth on D, and I just think a little more scoring up there to get things going because I think we're close.
Yeah.
And our goalie, the young kid Luukkonen, is back. I think playing in Cincinnati, right, to get going.
No, they moved him up to Rochester.
He's
now.
been moved up to Rochester.
He lost his first game in 4-1 in Cincinnati.
But I don't know if people know this. Because of the hip surgery,
Yeah.
he was not allowed to kick that leg out.
Really?
That was the rules. A friend of mine that works down there in the Cincinnati arena,
Wow, you got a lot of friends.
and I think it's called the Bank of Cincinnati Arena.
Okay.
And he said that he wasn't allowed.
Mazingale, right?
He wasn't allowed to kick that leg up. They
So
wanted
they
to
just
hit
let
him.
him score. Yeah.
So if they knew that over there, they'd let him put that in.
Was reading about his rehab, and guess what? It was the same rehab I was given on the replacement.
Really?
He had a fracture surgery. He doesn't even know the name of it, where they went in. But with my hip replacement, they asked about rehab, and he said basically it's on your own weight, walking.
Right.
That's what they. Of course, his worked, mine didn't. You know. Thank you.
He's also 20.
Thank you, UB Ortho.
He's
Appreciate it.
also 20 years old.
Yeah, appreciate it,
Has
UB
a lot to do
Ortho.
with that, too.
Tomorrow's 22 months of pain. Thank you. Appreciate that. Shout out to UB.
So that's our quick savers in Sweden. Friday morning. And
Friday at 2
Friday afternoon.
afternoon maybe. I might stop back here.
Now, what time is that in Sweden though?
Once at Sweden, it's about 8 at night.
8 of them. They're far off.
Yeah, they're way over.
That's
top.
got to be confusing because when they're calling home to talk to their loved ones and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
they usually don't have loved ones.
But here's the thing, though. You go all the way over to Sweden because the NFL and the NHL have to have
Yeah,
this
we got to get over there.
global
Yeah, gotta get there.
stuff. But anyways, you go all the way over there and you play 2 games back to back. Where,
And then
you know,
it's 2 weeks off and to go that far. Mike Capizzi, I found out that I know you're going to Iceland with your beautiful bride Katie for your honeymoon in February.
Iceland.
Iceland, just to let you know, they've closed Iceland. There's a weight limit, and they've
No, it's not as icy as it used to be.
they won't let you in. So I'm sorry about your honeymoon. Sloan's looking good. Sloan.
Little travel tip here. I'd like to give the travel tips out for all you guys out there and gals. If you want to catch a Mets game, got a simple way to do it for nothing.
Really? How?
Go into New York.
Okay.
Go into one of them bodegas. Shoplift a loaf of bread or something.
Okay.
They're gonna arrest you.
All right.
But in lieu of the bail, they're going to release you because the bail is just not fair. And they're going to give you meal cards and gift cards and Mets tickets.
Wow.
Mario, Andrew Cuomo, and what's the mayor of New York?
De Blasio.
De Blasio. Yeah, Mets tickets.
We are socialists.
Mets tickets. And
That's good.
I know a lot of people are...
I never got a free ticket in my life.
No. But the bail is just not fair.
No, bail's not fair because it's racist. By the way, Fox News interviewed a woman. She's a math professor, white woman, says that mathematics itself is racist. Chew that up. Chew that around for a little bit in your mind.
Right.
Mathematics is racist. 2 + 2 = 4 is racist.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
That's well, everything's racist nowadays,
Everything
right?
is. Yeah. My jeans are racist because blacks couldn't fit in this tent.
Oh, I don't know. There's big sizes. The races hold all the big sizes.
Yes, they do.
Although the way things are looking on the polls and stuff, it looks like we'll all be wearing gray.
What's the,
Well, because socialism will all be just in,
Everybody wears the same thing.
Right.
Your flannel's out. My fleece. It's all done.
Yeah, it'll be just all gray.
But
But,
we need to sign off. We had 2 beefs there.
Oh, one last thing though. In a serious note, our
Yes.
wonderful FBI in a sting operation caught a lunatic that was going to blow up a synagogue in I think Oklahoma. I know everybody jumps into mistakes. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah, you really.
But
they're all over
He
you.
was going to blow up the synagogue at night to send a message, and he hates Jews, and he's a neo-Nazi or whatever, a skinhead, whatever the heck he is. He's a loser, is what he is.
Is what he is.
And he wishes the Holocaust really did happen because they're so full of whatever.
Unbelievable.
Why don't they fly him over there to Auschwitz or one of those places? Our kids have toured, some of our kids.
Right.
Throw him in the pit and see all those shoes and stuff. Let him count them.
I'm counting.
And see if he doesn't think it happened before they blow him up.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe put him on fire.
And luckily, and you talk about God in the world, tell me God didn't step in there somehow and turn the FBI informants onto this guy. And our wonderful law enforcement people of all the different branches that caught this guy and nipped it in the bud, Barney Fife.
Seriously, Tom,
Before it can happen.
you hear about this on the nightly news a lot. We do circumvent a lot of issues where some of these lunatics are going to go crazy. So, good God bless them all for what they're doing.
It is, God bless.
That means our nation's police forces, not the lunatics.
No, and I know our law enforcement are randomly killing people just for fun, and
Yeah, they do that.
they
Talk about it.
Well,
you know, when they do the morning thing, they talk about let's go out there and
Roll
kill
call.
somebody.
Roll
Yeah,
call.
Roll call.
there's a couple visitors on Elm Street that are going to be on vacation. I want you guys to watch that. There's been some robberies in food shops and the liquor store, and let's bag a minority night on tonight's roll. Let's have a safe trip. It's ludicrous.
Just ridiculous.
It's ludicrous, and just to bring it back, and that not to quote the
rapper?
no.
Okay.
They're lowering no more bail. They're lowering prison sentence and stuff. Never is it decided. How about knocking off the crime?
Yeah, sorry, you can't do that.
You know, if you can't do the time,
Don't do the crime.
don't do the crime. You used to say that,
Who said that?
Mayor Sedita. I think it was. He said, if you can't do the time, then don't do the
I
doggone
don't think
crime.
it was Sedita.
Pretty sure. If you look it up, it was.
Yeah, I don't think we're
That's
gonna look it
Sedita.
up. Anyway, keep it in your necks.
Sam Sedita.
Yeah, I don't think so. Keep it in your necks.
Yep.
And Tom, you got anything to say?
No, just have a great weekend, everybody. Watch the Sabres and Bills. I'm thinking the Bills squeak one out in Cleveland.
I'm thinking Bills. I'm going to go 20-17.
And I think in a sign of good European sportsmanship, the Sabres will split with.
I think a split too. By the way, last week I had 24